It was the mission of Never Thirst that really drew us in, because we knew that there are massive spiritual urgent needs in the world and massive physical urgent needs in the world, and Never Thirst so clearly does both of those things. When we started our marriage, we were obviously both believers and knew that generosity was part of that, and that was something we had thought about.
So we met in Nashville in college, came down here for dental school and got married. We have 3 girls, kind of like Little House on the Prairie. And generosity. I think with Never Thirst, it's always interesting. Like, I kind of use it, it's so tangible, like the wells. It's like, we could do this or that, but that's gonna be $3,000, or like that's gonna be $5,000, or whatever it is. Like, for that much, we could do a well in this place, or like we could do a school wash project here. We could do like a solar project here for that much. You know, like you almost measure things. It gives you a different way to measure dollar amounts when you look at it that way.
We want our office to reflect the understanding of the need for the gospel in the world. And the biggest way that we can do that while we're here is with financial resources. So that's why we called the office Dentistry with a Mission. That's why we named all of the rooms different continents, because we never wanted it to be lost on us why we were doing it.
Hey, how are we? You doing okay? Good. Does it? High five. So each room is a different continent. It's mainly for me, so I don't forget, because running around busy, it's easy to forget how the rest of the world lives. So at first we weren't really sure how we wanted it to be for the Global Mission theme, but we want to be intentional about it and very obvious. So we play Christian music on the radio or over the speakers. We have a big carpet out front that says the Great Commission on it. Our logo itself is like kids around the world. So we have a globe and like a logo by the fish tank. We have all these little motifs kind of around. And then for the rooms individually, we thought we should do the continents. So we kind of have a whole Global Missions theme. But inside of those rooms, we have pictures of kids from those areas. We have some paintings in Asia of some kids from India. So we try to tie it all together with kids around the world and global missions together. I tell the team members the reason why we're here, it's not just to help kids have the best dental experience possible, or help babies and through adults thrive with the tongue tie procedure we do. It's really more about hey, let's do what we do here excellently so we can share with others around the world. I think it's actually David Brainerd said it originally, but Lord, let me make a difference for you that is utterly disproportionate to who I am. And so that was, I heard that in dental school and I was like, oh, that's powerful. Who are we? We've been chosen, we've been adopted as children into God's family. We've been blessed with this. We didn't choose where we were born. We didn't choose whatever, gifts and talents and that God gave to us. But we want to make sure we're we can use them to the best of our ability and, not wasting them. To do that, there's about 3 billion people, I think, that are still considered unreached, and that's a conservative number. There's probably much more than that. And so to reach those places, Never Thirst is obviously partnering with local churches on the ground and pastors and evangelists, as well as local water ministries, or people to drill wells that can provide clean water, safe water, all those things to make sure that it's a holistic project and not just we just punched a hole in the ground and move on to the next village. And I think Never Thirst, they really make sure there's the church planted or even nearby. So it's either in the village or proximate, so they're close by, and so that they can at least tie it in. So it's not okay, here's Never Thirst coming in. It's no, here's the local church coming in. And there's several organizations that kind of work like that. But Never Thirst really prioritizes hey, let's do it through the local body, because that's the body that God has promised to bless. He says, I'm going to bless the local church. The gates of hell will not prevail against it. So, we're going to go in with the church. We're going to make sure that we're doing a high quality job. We're not just doing some, water project that's going to fail in a couple of years.
Because in those kind of settings, if you just go in and share the gospel, that's great. But if there's not a church there, then those people don't have long-term follow-up, and it's going to be really difficult for them to know God and know His Word and become a multiplying disciple if there's not a church there to support them.
people should know about Jesus. They're going to die and spend eternity separated from God, and that's not okay. Like, so church planting efforts, discipleship
It's not hard
efforts.
to find horrible injustices in the world.
Don't have to look far.
It's very easy. So find an organization that is meeting those felt needs, and an organization that you know is following through with what they say they're doing, and at the same time find an organization that is partnering that with the gospel.
We just hope and pray that the, American church would wake up and see the need, see the unreached people group need, the water crisis need, human trafficking needs, all the needs around us, and do something about it. It seems like sometimes it's so far away, like it's on the other side of the ocean. Like, how could I possibly have an impact so far away? It's very easy. And that's what we like about these, gospel-centered organizations. Like, they make it easy to deploy resources and make disciples among all the peoples. And so that is really nice to have a place you can give to confidently, because it takes a lot of cavities, to pay for a well. It's really nice to have a place you can give to and trust. And so, I would just pray that we would all wake up as an American church and really live out our faith as it says in the Bible.
You can be sure that I'll be with you always. I will continue with you until the end of the world.
What's that promise?
That God will be with us until the end of the world.
He'll always be with us, huh?
Yeah.